Hello friends, welcome back to another session of Web Technologies. In today's class, I'm going to discuss about how to create links. For that, I have created a folder. In this folder, you can see this is the .html file, which is link.html. So let me show you this file. So in here, I have created a link. Okay, so you can just see that the links are created by using the anchor tag. So this is how you create an anchor element. So it is a container element. So it will be having some content open tag and then content and a closing tag. Okay, so this is the open tag and this is the content and this is the closing tag. Okay, fine. And inside this anchor tag, there will be one attribute, which is an important attribute, which is the href attribute. So the href attribute means that hypertext reference. So this is where you can link some other web page into this particular web page. So I want to link to another web page, which is nothing but contact.html. Okay, so whenever the user will click on address, I want the user to navigate to another web page, which is nothing but contact.html. So the contact.html is in the same folder where this link.html is. So that's the reason. So here there is another file which is contact.html and this is the link.html. From link.html, I want the user to go to the contact.html. Both the files, both the .html files are there in the same folder. So that is the reason I have simply given as contact.html. So now let me show you what is there in contact.html. So inside the contact.html, I just have given inside the body, I just have given some details. Okay, so some contact details. And I also have given one more anchor tag over here, which will take me to the home page. Okay, so back to the home page. So if the user wants to go back to the page, so this is the hyperlink. So when the user clicks on this go back, he'll be able to go to the link.html. So in this way, by using the anchor element, I have linked these two pages, which are nothing but link.html and contact.html. So let me actually run this and show you. So I'll be running this link.html. So, okay, so this is how the page looks. Okay, so this is welcome to our channel and something is here. And you can see this is the anchor tag that I have given. If I click on this address, so as I hover my mouse on top of this address, you can see that I'm getting a hand symbol, which means that this is a hyperlink and I can click on this to navigate to another web page. The color of the link. Okay, so let us talk about the color of the link. So there are three colors over here which represents three different states of the link. Okay, so the first one is the link which has not been visited. So this is, you can see there is a blue color here, which means that the default that the page is not visited. It's an unvisited link in a document. So whenever there is an unvisited link in a document, it appears in blue color. And this is purple color, which represents that the link has been visited. Okay, and if I just click on this, you can see that there is some red color that appeared. Okay, so which means that it's an active link. So let me click on this go back. So when now I have come to this particular contact.html. Okay, so I have come to the contact.html, and if I want to go back to the link.html, I can click on this. Okay, so I want all of you to observe as I click on it, you will be getting a red color. So which means that it is an active link. So when I click on go back, so you can see I came back to the link.html. So by using the anchor tag, you can actually link the web documents, and by navigating from one web page to another web page is possible using the anchor tag. So let me tell you why did I write it's a relative URL. Okay, so what is meant by relative URL is that if both the web pages are in the same folder, then we call that to be a relative URL where you just need to mention the name of the HTML file. That's it enough. But what is meant by an absolute URL? Absolute URL is where the web page is completely out of your folder. So then you will be mentioning it as absolute URL. Say for example, I want to open Wikipedia page. So this is the entire path which will take me to the Wikipedia page. So the path that will lead to the Wikipedia page need to be given in the href over here. So this is considered to be an absolute URL. Now let me show you another thing in the relative URL. So let me go back to my folder. So this is the folder, right? So link and contacts both are in the same folder. But say for example, I have one more folder here, which is HYD. So the contact address of Hyderabad. So I'm moving these contacts into this particular HYD. Okay. So now what happened? The contacts is not there in the same folder like this. Now to actually link it, what I need to do is I need to put the folder name, which is HYD, and put a slash. Okay. So now where it is inside the same folder, there is another folder which is HYD, and inside that there is contacts.html. So when I go back and show you, it will work absolutely fine. Now this is the address, okay? And you can see that the address is now in blue color. So as I click, like it is taking me. So the path need to be correct. So you can see in the link folder, there is HYD folder, and inside HYD folder, there is contact.html. So giving the path is very important. So it could be a relative path, or else it could be an absolute path, but mentioning the right URL is important. In the anchor tag, so this is one of the attribute we discussed. There is another attribute which is called as the target attribute. The target attribute will decide where to open the web page. So there are four values for the target attribute, which is underscore self, underscore blank, and underscore top, and underscore parent. So there is a detailed review on this particular target attribute. I'll give you the link in the description box. You can open this target attribute and look that video. So you can actually give underscore blank. Underscore blank will actually open the web page in a new tab. So this is link.html. So as I click on this particular address, you can see it opened in a new tab. Okay. So in the previous case, by default, it is underscore self, which means that it will open in the same window. But when I have given the target attribute to be underscore blank, it has opened the address. Okay. So the address.html in the contact.html in another tab. So you can also give another attribute, which is target inside your anchor. So now let us see how to give a div as a hyperreference. To do that, I'm going into the head section of the HTML. So I'm giving a style attribute over here by using the style tag. So inside the style tag, I'm creating a class which is my div, and I'm giving some properties to the div element. So I'm saying border. So I want the border to be 5 pixel. So I'm saying 5 pixel, and then the color of it to be red. So I'm saying solid, and then the color of it to be red. Okay. So then I'm giving some background color by using the background color property. So I'm saying background color. So I'm giving some yellow. Okay. And then I'm giving some width and height to it. So I'm saying width is equal to 200 pixel, and I'm saying height. Okay. So I'm giving as 100 pixel. So these are the properties I want the division to have. So now coming back over here, let me take off this Wikipedia and all that, because you understood what is the difference between absolute and all that. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking a anchor tag. I'll be giving the same that I have given here. But instead of giving a text over here like address, I'll be giving a div. Okay, so let me take off this address from here. Let me bring it down. Okay, let me give the div element over here. So it is div, and then I'm saying I'm using the class attribute. And what is the name of the class? It is my div. So I'm saying it is my div. Okay, so that's it. So I just have given my div and then close div. Okay, so I'm not putting any text, and the anchor tag is also closed. Okay, so that's it. Let me actually take off this target attribute. Okay, so let me take off this. So I haven't actually closed the tag properly, style tag properly. So this is how you need to close. So see how important it is to actually close it properly. Okay, fine. So this is my link.html. So you can see as I bring my mouse on top of it, you can see like it has turned into a hyperlink. Okay. So as I click on it, you can see like it has taken me to the contact.html. So this is how you can actually use a div also as a hyperlink. Now I'll show you how to use image as a hyperlink. Okay, so let me actually take off all this. Okay, so I'm taking all this and now I'll create an image. Okay, so for that again, I'll copy all this again, but in place of address, I'll be putting the image. So now in place of this address, I'll be putting an image and I'll just take off this target attribute. I'll take it off for the previous one also. And what I'll do is I'll take it off from this particular folder. Okay, let me go back to my folder and then let me bring this out and place it here. Okay, so now everything is in the same folder. Let me actually delete this folder. And there is a dog.jpg over here. So this is what I'll be using it as a hyperlink. Okay, now fine. Okay, so we are good to go. Now what I'm doing is here I'm actually using an image tag, which will be having src as an attribute. So here I'm simply saying dog.jpg. Okay, so because it's there in the same folder. Okay, that's it. And it is an inline it's an inline element and it is non-container, so it doesn't have content and it doesn't have a closing tag as well. So I'll just keep it img as it is. Now when I go to the browser and refresh, so you can see this is the image. Okay, so image has become a hyperlink. I can also give width and height to the image. So let me actually give that attributes also so that it doesn't occupy the entire screen. So I'm saying it is 200 pixel. Okay, so 200, and then I'm saying height is equal to, so let me put it as 100. Okay, so now let me go back here and refresh it. So you can see this is the image. And when I hover my mouse on top of this image, you can see it has become a hyperlink. As I click on it, it will take me to the address. Okay, so which is contact.html. Okay, so not only text, you can also use div as a hyperlink. You also can use image as a hyperlink. Okay, now I'll show you how to actually customize the colors of the links. Okay, so let me take off this image thing. Okay. So inside the body tag, so we know that for the link it is blue and for visitor link it is purple and for the active link it is red. Okay, by default. But you can also give your own colors. So I'm saying link is equal to. So for the link, let me actually give something. So I'm giving red, and then for the active link, I'll give yellow. Okay, and for visitor link, I'll give green. Okay, so I have given something which is very different from the default. So let me give this as black. Okay, so let me give link to be black. Okay, so now let me actually create one more anchor here because we already have visited this page. So I'll be getting green color by default. So I want black color, right? So here I'm saying address one. So here I have created a new contact one.html which do not exist, not a problem because we just need to understand the colors. So let me save this and go back here and refresh it. So you can see this is the unvisited link which is in black color. So I have given black for the unvisited, right? But by default what it is blue color. But here I have given black. So you can see black. And also for the visited link, I have given green color. So you can see address is already visited. So you can see a green color here. Okay. So as I click on address, you can see it will turn into yellow saying that it is an active link. So you can see it turned into yellow. Okay. So which is nothing but the active link, but we haven't, see here in the contact.html, we haven't changed the color. So that's why it is default, it is red color. Okay, so only in the link.html body tag we have changed. So that's why everything is applied only to this particular web page, not to the other web page. So that's why here you can see that the active link is in yellow, but here in this page, since we haven't changed, it is red only. Okay, and this is in black color, which means that it is not visited. So as I click on this, you can see it is taking me to contact one.html, which I haven't created anyway. Okay, so this is regarding how you can change colors for the links. Okay, fine. Now I'll discuss one of the very important concept, which is like how can you move in the same web page, how can you navigate from one part of the web page to the other part of the web page. So for that, I'm taking you to the same page, and let me actually take off this addresses and all that, and let me actually create lot of content so that I need to scroll down and up of the web page. So here I am pasting all these paragraphs. Okay, let me save this and see. Okay, so this is how the content is, and you need to scroll down and up. Okay, so to actually see the content. Okay, rather than using this scroll bars, you can also use this anchor tag to actually move from one part of the page to the other part. So for doing that, I am going to the top. I'm going to the top, and on top of it, like here. Okay, so on top of it, this is the H1. Welcome to our channel, and we are educational content creators. Below that, what I'm doing is I'm creating an anchor tag, and in here I'm saying href is equal to. So I'm putting a hash, and then I'm putting the ID of the tag, which will be at the bottom. Okay, so say for example, the ID of the tag at the bottom is down. So I am giving hash and a down, and I'm giving an ID to this particular anchor tag. Okay, so this anchor tag will have an ID which is top. That's it. Okay, so let me close the anchor tag. Okay, fine. And let me write something over here. Okay, so it says click here to go down. Okay, so I'm saying click here to go down. So I have written an anchor tag over here, which will be something like this, and which is I'm saying hash down. Down is the ID of the bottom anchor tag, and the ID of the current anchor tag. This anchor tag is top. Okay, so let me copy this, go completely down. Okay, so let me go to the bottom, and at the bottom, okay, so let me actually take off all this, and at the bottom I'm giving one more anchor tag, and in here I'm saying which is hash, and I'm giving the top anchor tags ID, which is top, and this anchor tags ID is down. Okay, and here I'm saying click here to go on top. Okay, so to click here to go to the top. Right, friends. Okay, so now that I saved, I just made two modifications, put one anchor tag on top, one anchor tag on bottom, and I have given IDs to both of them, and I have navigated it. Okay, uh, through the IDs, I'll be able to navigate from top to bottom. Okay, right. So let me go here and refresh this. As a refresh, you can see like it is showing click here to go down. Okay, so it is saying click here to go down, and when you scroll down, you can see something which is saying click here to go top. Okay, fine. So let me click here. You can also use the scroll bar over here to navigate scroll top and bottom, but here I'm using the anchor tag to go to bottom. Okay, so as I click here, you can see it is taking me to the bottom. And as I click here to go top. So it is taking me to the top. Okay, so when I click here, it is taking me to the bottom. And when I click here, it is taking me to the top. Okay, so this is regarding the anchor tag. And I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching.